Alright, so now this is season 1, episode 3 of Family Guy. And it's called Chitty Chitty Death Bane. Instead of Chitty Chitty Bane Bane, it's Death Bane. And it came out on April 18th, 1999. It just cuts right to the theme song. Nothing happens before then, which is actually the first time that's happened. And then, well, I forget how it actually exactly starts. I think Lewis comes up and talks about how Stewie's having his first birthday party, and they're gonna have it at I forget the actual name of the place. I think it's Cheesy Charlie's. Yep, and she made a reservation there because she didn't want to miss anything. Because before, when the kids had their first birthdays, she always missed something. She always like legit just missed something. Like Meg, she missed Meg. Like she was just making Meg's cake and stuff, and Meg had like talk and walk, and she completely missed it, which I thought was funny. And she and so this year she wants to make sure that Cheesy Charlie does everything, and she doesn't miss a thing of Stewie's first birthday. So when Stewie comes in, they talk about how they're hiring a professional for his big day, and Stewie thinks that something bad's gonna happen. And then what happens next? Meg comes home and tells her father that she didn't make the cheerleading team, and Peter's like, well, you always think of, you don't think like everybody else, and that's what everybody hates about you. So he says that you need to make everybody like you. You need to think like everybody else. So then she agrees. She's all happy. And he even talked about how what it's like for him to be an outcast, and it shows him in like this dancing group, and he just screws up, lands right into a trash can. So then Meg's all happy, and Lewis is like, I never seen Meg so happy. Since that bus broke down, and at first I was thinking, what? But a bus, apparently, it shows a flashback of when a bus broke down in front of their house, and it was supposed to be like these attractive guys that Meg would have liked to see, and then Peter grabs his gun and just kills them all. So then Peter and Chris, no wait, then Stewie's writing in his diary, and he's writing with a crayon, and it's all scribbles. And he's talking about he's trying to figure out what they're planning for, what the Griffins, because he doesn't know what they're planning for him. And earlier they had showed a scene about the man in white when the doctor, helped Lewis give birth, and Peter got vomited about it. And then when Stewie was born, he had like this map of Europe that he was gonna bomb. So he thinks he's talking about him because he had like this battle with everybody else that was going to be going into Lewis's room. And he made the battle, but it was all a trap, so he could be trapped in there. And then someone didn't want him to be born, but then he saw the light, and the man in white brought him out, which is, he thinks the man in white's going to come execute him. And then Meg makes a new friend. Her name's Jennifer. We're going to find out what... and Jennifer's kind of weird. She's smiling all the time, and you're going to find out why. So then Peter and Chris go to Cheesy Charlie's. They're supposed to just go have a check deposited, so that way they can have Stewie's birthday party. But instead they have fun. Peter jumps into a ball pit that takes out everybody, and they play. And later on, they play like the virtual video games of cars. Peter tries to win something in the like the little thing where you put money in, forget what it's called, when you win the prize. I forget what it's called. So I'm gonna I think it's called the crane or something. And he tries to put his hand in to get one of the prizes, and Chris catches him, and he drops his wallet, so him and this kid get in a fight over it. And then the owner comes down and tells him, and Peter has his check, and Peter's just kind of having it.
Do you like Vine?
Yeah.
You know that Vine?
No.
Oh. Bitch, if you want a burger, eat a burger, eat your burger. Bitch, if you want a french fry, eat a french fry, eat a french fry. Okay. I want to be famous.
Okay. Alright, so back to the...
Get out the car. Get out the car. In your mouth.
Alright, so back to the task at hand. I don't know what that was about. I'm not even gonna edit it because I'm not even gonna redo the video because I don't feel like it. What was that? Oh, so the manager comes and Peter's just like, we could take our business elsewhere. Give a reservation to someone else. Because he wants like a discount for him being rude to him. Because he was gonna kick him out, but then he realizes it was Peter Griffin. So then he does. So he realizes Lewis is gonna kill him.
Do you know this one?
No.
You might. A potato flew around my room before you came. Excuse me, messing with. Do you know that one?
No.
A potato flew around my room before you came. Excuse me.
I don't know that one.
A potato flew around my room before you came. Excuse me. So people are like, oh my god, why is your room so messy? But you just like, a potato flew around my room before you came. Excuse the message. A potato flew.
Alright, so he's like, Chris, you're gonna have to be the man in the house because Lewis is gonna kill me. So Peter comes home and Brian is entertained because he realizes that Peter's gonna come up with some bull story about why he really why this really happened. So he makes up this BS story how this was a bad place, and he like turns into the Hulk to beat the guy up. It's all bull, and Lewis knows that. So then he's like, so he makes up another BS story about how he has a new party. He has a clown, a petting zoo, all this stuff coming. And Brian realizes he's BSing because he can't lie to save his life. And then it shows him in the elevator and Peter voted. And then he's like, you did it. That was funny. So then Peter's trying to get all this and then Stewie runs away. He's going to go get like an army to take down the man in a white shirt. And the airplane, poor people think he just ran away. And one of them's asking him questions, just typical questions. Wait, if he knows his number, all of that. And Stewie thinks he's like part of this guy. So and he's like, did you run away? And he's like, Stewie Griffin runs away from nothing. So then he says, running away, you're becoming a big boy. Running away doesn't solve anything. So then Stewie thinks he said he should just go face this guy, and then he freezes him. I forget what he freezed him in. And then Peter's trying to get all this stuff for Stewie's party, but it fails. Because the guys are just creeps and stuff like that. So then, what happens next? Meg brings her friend Jennifer home. And she wants to know, she asks Lewis if she can go to Jennifer's house for a party. And Lewis says no because she wants Meg to be at Stewie's party because he wants the whole family together. And then Peter realizes he's not going to be able to get the party in time. So then, what happens next? So then, Peter comes up, and then Meg comes Peter if she can go to a friend's house, and she's like, "Did you ask your mom?" And she's like, "Yeah." So then I guess he gives her permission. So then he knows there's a circus in town, so he grabs this road sign, hits the conductor with it, and then he takes charge and sends the circus to his house. And then Lewis finds out Meg isn't there, so she's all upset about it. So Peter's gonna go get Meg, and she's like, "I bet these," and he's like, "I bet these kids aren't that bad at kids." We find out this is this is like a death group. You know, they're gonna pretty much kill themselves. I have no clue why they do this. But they put like a bunch of rat poisons and stuff in the punch, and I guess Meg's gonna be part of this group. I had a feeling there was something bad about this girl, just by the way she acted. So then Lewis says that this was more than just Stewie's birthday. It's also about her because because this was when her family became complete, and then Stewie tries to get the kids to, like some of the babies that were there, to make a sacrifice for him. He says your children will know about it, and one of them says Ducky, and says what's happened? Oh, and then says and then Peter's like, oh, Sue was like, "You're all useless." So then Peter finds Meg. She was just about to take a sip of the punch that would have killed her, and we find out that they're gonna go to like a field trip, but it's gonna be heaven pretty much, or hell, wherever they go. And one the leader lets her join. So then before she takes a sip, Peter wants Meg to be there, so Meg agrees to go, and everyone else wants to go, and then they all take a sip of the punch, and they all die, but Peter thinks they're faking it. So the leader, and then he puts on a white shirt so Meg can go commit suicide with him, and this is the man in white shirt, and Stewie kills him. Pretty much the gist of it. It was pretty cool. And then Stewie makes a wish, and a bunch of disco parties happen, and that was the end of the episode. So overall, I thought this was a pretty good episode. I really got into this episode. Makes me want to see the next one, which I will do right now. And yeah, I can't wait to see what's going to happen in the next episode. So that's my review. You can click right here to subscribe, and I'll be back to give you my next review of it. Maybe. I don't know. I'm not in the mood for it, but we'll see.